Best advice I would give the Order in their new partnership with Auntie's Choice: save all your receipts.
Navigation systems. Greetings. This unit is unable to fulfill its programming. Are you able to assist this unit in its assigned duties? This unit is unable to execute its programming due to tampering. Navigational and other systems have been compromised. This unit is now being used as a target, which is not among its designated functions. This unit must return to Matriarch's Mercy to dispense medical care in order to fulfill its programming. Navigation systems re-initializing. Processing optimal path toward Matriarch's Mercy. Return sequence will be initiated once path is determined. This unit cannot deviate from its predetermined destination. Thank you, qualified engineer.
can't believe we have to record this. Were the written orders really not enough? Void damn scrappers. Listen up, you, hard-working scrappers! Auntie's Choice needs you to bring scrap. Bring whole armloads.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
If we compare the rates of dust
Ruth Bassar is the first among equals of the Laureate Council. She will raise humanity.
This unit is taking inventory of its medicinal stockpile.
Thanks to you, our automechanical doctor has been dispensing medication and setting broken limbs with tireless efficiency. Here, you've earned it. Now, will there be anything else? My supplies are running low, but then again, so are my bits. Very well. Suppose I can't help anyone if I'm poor.
Every scientician yearns to visit the archive on Callisto. One day, it will process all of our equations.
Go on. You take care now. You hear?
Is for somber internal speculation. For those lost in thought. I repeat, the lower hall is for contemplative speculation. The upper hall is for somber internal speculation.
Using performance enhancement. advises healing yourself, now.
Feeling I might tangle-footed. Better sit down and throw it. Alarming amount of fluids, Commander.
Not friendly life form detected.
Good morning. Requested assistance currently unavailable.
Friendly approaching from the north. Hold fire.
What is with the anomalous behavior?
Impressive. Their personalized order prediction must have been quite favorable to inspire such confidence.
Not ready.
predicted to have a 14.7% higher chance of survival.
Protocols not yet charged.
Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives.
Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in. Protocols not yet charged.
Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden.
Just heard back. The higher-ups finally decided to just bury the corpse of that vigilant. Sounds like it was for the best. What the hell were we doing with a vigilant corpse, anyway? We weren't. Wasn't on the manifold.
All items only 5 bits.
Climbed into one of our
if you pick
cargo
it up and it
containers
falls
with 3
apart,
gold
I'll
in it
even
and couldn't
discount
get
the
out.
pieces to 4 bits
Poor
each.
bastard.
Salutations once more.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison?
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired. I should add, your observations during the investigation were unexpectedly keen. Working beside you was a pleasure.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an Arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed. Not bad at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. You mind? Just trust me and go give it a look.
Anyone had asked me, I'd have put the odds of a live Arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses.
If this is an attempted jest, it is not funny. If it is not a jest, I'm going to act as if it were. For your sake. If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics. I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
I shall in time, when fewer prying ears abound.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with Protectorate lackeys. Live ones, anyhow.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us take our leave from present company. Speak to me outside, if you would. There's something I'd care to ask you. of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that had I not your aid today, my investigation's progress would have stalled and withered. During our investigation, I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together? I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow? I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent, though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, our relationship will come to an abrupt end. Excellent. I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. I'm sure we shall discover much together.
The Incognito is approaching maximum crew capacity. Note, due to its size and weight, the hammer is included in that estimate.
Let us be off, Commander. That scum. That miserable scum. To think he would stoop so low as to overthrow the Sovereign. I shall not rest until the Consul pays for his treachery and Arcadia's rightful ruler is reinstated. Do you truly believe this to be a fine time for a snide remark? Now? I fear how my fellow subjects will respond to this news. I believe that most will remain loyal to the Sovereign, but I will need to deal with those who strayed. I shall attend to that matter once it presents itself. I sincerely doubt this is the end of my thoughts related to the matter, but we've wasted enough time with my ruminating. Let us be off. Allowing an operative as dangerous as Marisol to go free is a disturbing notion. If I ever see her again, I shall strike first, before she can. Certainly. I consider myself an open tome. Straightforward. I was trained from a young age under the tutelage of Supreme Arbiter Marthana Andros, alongside my co-protege. Only those rated most highly on the Protectorate Acumen test could be placed even among the ranks of Arbiters. And to be mentored by the Supreme Arbiter herself was a great honor. Moreover, she taught her protégés to seek out evidence before judging as they saw fit, despite the fact that an arbiter needs nothing of the sort to declare something a crime. Ask, and I shall answer. Quite well. I am able to uphold justice wherever it may flag. Bolstered, of course, by your steady support. Was there more in this vein you wish to discuss? She taught me all that I know. Her teaching style was stern, but enlightening. If ever I erred, she would teach me to avoid making such a mistake in the future. Though she did not raise me from infancy, I was brought into her tutelage quite early. I spent a great deal of my life looking up to her. Her death weighs leaden on my shoulders. We must find her killer and bring them to justice, lest justice in Arcadia truly fall to ruin. Why, he is of the Matriarch's direct lineage. Only he possesses the understanding to lead us all. Someone not Matriarch ordained would bring the Protectorate to ruin. And now, with him so direly mentally refreshed, I fear he can never lead again. The Protectorate's future is in a state of horrid flux. But be that as it may, the Consul shall not lead Arcadia in the Sovereign's stead, not while I yet draw breath. In every respect, save being humans, and perhaps even that is arguable in the Sentinel's case. Where Arbiters uphold justice and loyalty within the Protectorate, the Sentinels operate on its fringes. They are clandestine operatives, little more than alleyway backstabbers. I find them wholly unnecessary. As you might expect, they are the Consul's pet project. Enough about the Protectorate, then. Very well.
Blades, bludgeons, bombs. blunderbusses. We've got it all. Except that last one.
What shall become of Inez, I wonder, now that she has left this crew? Will she rejoin Auntie's choice, or wander Arcadia? I hope she finds happiness, wherever she goes.
Get caught unawares all you like. Only thing dependable as my gear are my prices. Happy to have you. Tell me what you need. Can do. If you lost it, I'm selling it.
This ship will feel much emptier without the ever-present sound of Niles tinkering. Certainly. I consider myself an open tome.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee successive generation, Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot
in
represents the
Auntie's
worst
name!
impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stack the
Don't
deck
move.
against the little person, as they tried with us in Palisade.
Auntie's been looking for you, criminal. Pay what you owe, or your reckless behavior ends here.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, sixth base person for the Anti-Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacer's chosen goalie at the end of the 56th inning.
Everything seems to be in order. Carry on.
Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you!
I'm Anti-Cleo, and I endorse this message. Attention valued employees. Anti here to brighten your workday with a report on just how much money your toil is netting us. Starting with product development, the borscht loaf and butter of our entire operation. Thanks to our marketing wizards selling the sizzle. Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Anti's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to review pesky science.
If you have business here, don't let me keep you.
Is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace.
As they say, time is capital, time is bits. You're burning lucre just standing there. Go! Sanitation Manager, Doc. Next, we have Reginald Oswald in Proprietary Insight Acquisition, demoted for playing confidential logs in a paid public toilet. Not what I mean when I encourage...
Tramicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Value-added esplanade.
Next is Elise Ripshaw. In product development. Remember, Elise?
You want freedom freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacer's Ale. You asked for new flavor of vodka, and we good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacer's Ale?
Commander, a moment of your time, if you would. Commander, I'm glad I managed to intercept you before we left. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss. Relax, Commander. You are not under my authority to judge. Though if you were, that phrase alone would have certainly seen you hauled off to mental refreshment. I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. He was my co-protege under the Supreme Arbiter. His message claimed he had information relevant to the Supreme Arbiter's death. He wishes to meet with me at the Vox Relay on Paradise Island. I did not mention it before, but believe it may be necessary to avoid shocking you later. Our greatest suspect in the death of the Supreme Arbiter is the Protectorate's consul. I would gladly give my life for his without hesitation, and he for mine. We are brothers beyond blood. It has been some time since the two of us last crossed paths, but little shall have changed between us. Of this, I have no doubt. If there is one person throughout all of Arcadia who I can presently trust, it is Virgil. He, too, seeks the perpetrator of the Supreme Arbiter's death, and he, too, supports the Sovereign over all else. And that's without mentioning our lifelong friendship. It was actually his suggestion we divide and conquer. As our operational philosophies differ ever so slightly, this seemed a good plan. Virgil often prefers to watch rather than act, and was often lenient with sentencing where I was not. This behavior was often criticized by the Supreme Arbiter, but there have been occasional rare instances where treating a subject with mercy ultimately resulted in better behavior. It is a novel, albeit strange, philosophy. Our mentor always disdained him thoroughly, and he our mentor. If anyone would have had reason to slay her, it would have been him. But we have needed evidence. Evidence that I believe Virgil now possesses. Very good. I hope we shall see him at your earliest convenience. I feel this shall most certainly set our investigation into motion.
Entering a confrontation. Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Machine, take a reconnaissance sweep of the surrounding area. Report your findings after.
This unit does not recognize Arbiter Rao's authority to issue such commands. Please speak with Agent Ibarra if you think this denial was made in error.
Fascinating. An auto-mechanical that defies a user of rank, even at the risk of dismantlement? You're clearly no standard machine.
Your attempt to flatter this unit has been cataloged as ineffective.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
these rifts got everyone riled up, including me. How are we supposed to prove we encounter one?
Oh, shoot it. Take that abomination out.
Wait, really?
No, you slackwit.
Introducing
Rifts are
Anti's new
spatial
line of
anomalies.
specialty drinks for the discerning
At least that's what
consumer.
the lab coats say.
Anti-Fizzos.
Just steer clear if you want to keep all your parts in one piece.
Take the pressure off with Anti-Fizzos, bottled under more than 3 atmospheres of pressure. Nature made apples, but Anti-Fizzos made them better with Anti-Cleo's patented mock apple cider. Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Anti's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. Purple Berry Crunch, except no imitations. The K lets you know it's authentic. Now with 110% of your daily chemicals and preservatives. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Anti's choice? Remember, Anti knows best. Anti's Choice is the proud maker of Spacer's Jaw, Zero G Brew, and antibiotics. Everything you need to get through your day. Whether it's an orifice or a face, Anti's Choice makes a cream for it.
Why does even the slightest scintilla of success so elude me? Is it my
You want freedom of choice. You want Anti's Choice.
This new corporate life is so confusing for us protectorate folk. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure, shoot.
Business is always good when a war's on. What do you need this time? As a friendly reminder, all sales are final, especially ammunition.
Well, well, look who's back. I can hardly say it's a surprise, though I suppose we've all got to take our own time about such decisions. You ready for a job? I'm part of Sub Rosa. We're a group of merchants, information brokers, and commodity traders who deal outside the systems most folk are confined by. We're the best way to get things done in anti-space if you're looking for profit. Want to buy it, sell it, move it? We've got someone to do it for you. Oh, isn't that just wonderful? I had no suspicion when you walked through my door that you'd help resolve the last of the morass Paradise Island has become for us. And all we need you to do is access Quartermaster Cardosa's terminal and scrub any Spectrum vodka from her ledgers. It's already been resold, so having it in her system could become problematic. Expunge it, and I get you some bits, and the friendship of Sub Rosa all over the system. You get me? tragic. You're worried about absolutely nothing. And that's gonna keep you from realizing one of the finest opportunities you've ever been offered. But I'll be here, helping to shape the future of commerce throughout the galaxy, if you ever come to your senses.
These incessant jingles over the loudspeakers. Do they ever cease?
Nope. You'll probably hear them in your dreams, if you haven't already.
Valerie, I sometimes make it a duty to gauge outside opinions on the Commander, we still have yet to find the Supreme Arbiter's murderer. If we do not do so before proceeding to Horizon Point, they may forever escape my justice. Excellent. I hope we shall set off at our earliest convenience. Certainly. I consider myself an open tome. Virgil and I are just as close as any blood-related set of individuals. He is a true and able ally, one to be relied upon in almost any circumstance. We make extremely effective compatriots. Where I am swift to action, Virgil often contemplates his deeds before they come to pass. I fear this war favors myself more than him. It's a shame there may only be one Supreme Arbiter. I would enjoy continuing to work beside Virgil. But alas, it is not to be.
Sequencing attack strategy.
I don't find special lies particularly humorous.
Perhaps if I subjected it to a large amount of enra... Oh, hello there. Welcome to my little slice of paradise in paradise. I didn't hear you come in. I'm focused something fierce on my current project, you see. Well, aren't you the observant one? Yes, a crabble egg. I'm more than happy to tell you all the details of my project, since you asked. Like I was saying, friend, this here crabble egg is gonna make me a mountain of bits. See, crabble eggs contain carbon, oxygen, iron, and are each self-contained units. You know what else has all those things? Skip drives. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna make me a mountain of bits selling skip drives made from crabble eggs. I'm basically there. I just need to figure out the process of turning the eggs into skip drives. And I'll be off to the races. Ah, I see you understand my predicament. But my current experiment should yield a way around such a minor obstacle. Perhaps with a larger hammer. It is? Fascinating. Did you see any unusual behavior? Any changes in crabble familial dynamics? Or the emergence of any new evolutionary traits? That is a physical impossibility. They lack the opposable thumbs necessary to sign paperwork. In this lab, we only deal with the cold, hard facts of science. Unless they also just evolved opposable thumbs. Evolution and familial changes in one go. This is so exciting. Once I finish this experiment, I'll head out to see for myself. Oh, and please take this with you. Just a small thank you for providing me with such exciting and useful information.
Do your jobs like your CEO is watching over.
Please be gentle with my little hard-shelled investments as you leave. You didn't know a dead crabble can't lay eggs?
for bodily trauma.
You're by our crop of Brachythecium rotabulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures. If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste.
That's it? It was that easy?
Life here is tough. Sure wish my leaders spent their
You're really something else, stranger.
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
I agree with Liza. I'm inclined to keep a few paces from farming equipment from now on. Here's your reward for evacuating us with all our parts intact. I perhaps ain't as awash in currency as I'd prefer, so you can have my helmet as well. It was useful for identifying crops we'd missed in our harvest. But to be honest, I'd like a little distance from plants for a spell.
You're really something else, stranger. Thank you for getting us down.
We're saving these protectorate types from absolute oppression. But who's saving us from these void-blasted rifts? I'm serious. Those things got me all kinds of fearful.
Nicely done.
I must ask you to hold still.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these protectorate defectors. Not sure how I feel about that, except that I hate it.
Am I going to need to find a job?
You sir. Can't have mine. What skills do you have?
Would whatever skills are needed. I'm just a cog in the system, and
Well, well, look who's back. I can hardly say it's a surprise, though I suppose we've all got to take our own time about such decisions. You ready for a job? Well, isn't that just wonderful? I had no suspicion when you walked through my door that you'd help resolve the last of the morass Paradise Island has become for us. And all we need you to do is access Quartermaster Cardos's terminal and scrub any Spectrum vodka from her ledgers. It's already been resold, so having it in her system could become problematic. Expunge it, and I get you some bits, and the friendship of Sub Rosa all over the system. You get me? And I'll be waiting here with your bits.
Knew you'd be back. What do you need this time? Those hoople heads. First they botched their work up here, now the Grove. If there were medals for incompetence, they'd be well decorated. Well, I thank you for helping them out. Sorry you had to go out of your way. Now there's an odd request. If you've got queries about my stock, I'm sure I can answer them for you. Wait one rat-gone moment. Did Miss Galloway put you up to this? She asked me for terminal access not even a fortnight ago. I'd call it coincidence if it didn't feel so much like conspiracy. I can't for the life of me adduce a reason as to why a greenhouse manager would be interested in military inventory. What kind of plants are we growing in there? I'm not sure why she didn't just tell me that in the first place. Well, we don't want an infiltrator exploiting any of our systems. Go ahead and do what you gotta. Key card to access the terminals, right here on the boxes beside me. Feel free to nab it. I'm sure you'll find something to your liking. Business is always good when a war's on. What do you need this time?
technician fella finally liberated some protectorate drones. Got them watching our backs. Hope that means we have some real Jedi.
You know, I'm really starting to feel hopeful about settling here in Fairfield.
Why settle if you can thrive?
How do I do that?
I'm not really sure.
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted? How grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess from the buffoons that came before me. And, as promised, my good fortune is also your good fortune. And while this might be a tad fewer bits than you were hoping for, remember, you've also made allies that you'll find all across Arcadia. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in. Find that rose, and you find Sub Rosa. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in. Find that rose, and you find Sub Rosa.
I'd feel a mite better about this break from battle if I wasn't so worked up about the rift situation.
Yeah, there's always something, right?
Rips in reality. I can shred you to your nucleons? That's a pretty big something.
I want to see that perimeter secured double quick.
This unit reminds Arbiter Rao to keep his noise level beneath 10.2 decibels during shift quiet hours.
My voice is resonant, but surely it is not that loud. Moreover, I always am soundly asleep during quiet hours.
Loud and persistent snoring may be a sign of a more serious underlying health condition. Please seek treatment.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
You're here to meet me. The message you received was of my construction, not your compatriots. Virgil is not coming. Surrender.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
Suffering the ignobility of retreat from my duties is as severe a crime as defection. Both of these arbiters can attest to that.
Beware what you say. These sentinels deal in trickery and subterfuge. It would be safer to kill him than to discuss his surrender. This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you.
It's possible this is a ploy, and the Consul is on to Virgil and I. But if that is so, why lure me here, then meet me openly when Perrault could have ambushed me from behind?
Are you mad? Because he seeks to lower your guard, then strike. Surely you don't intend to converse with him about it?
I trust Sentinels no more than you, but I am using this situation to gather information, which I would expect you would also do if you weren't so focused on haranguing me.
Agreed.
Conversation is not likely to distract me from my purpose. I am here to kill no one, but unless there has been some kind of mistake, you must still submit to me.
This conversation is a farce, but Tristan and I are equals. I wish not to act without his agreement.
For my part, I may suspect the Consul's agents, but I do appreciate that the circumstances of their role is unique. If a fellow Protectorate citizen engages me in combat, I am within my rights to defend myself. But this Sentinel has come to me openly, under the norms of Protectorate law. From his perspective, I could almost see his point. Quite right. What do you have in mind? Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
You don't look like a scientist.
You finally, stopped scream weeping. So, that's a start. I hope this brief stopover won't start you again.
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders. Accosting you illegally and the subsequent punishment would be mortifying.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme Arbiter's death.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties after I apprehended you.
We don't. We never should have started speaking with him in the first place. This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to Arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved Consul, but you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation. I cannot speak to its purpose, only that it is strange and worthy of investigation.
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before snapping our necks.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this Sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. If you had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice upon my brethren. If I am to be punished for my failing, I will suffer the consequences head high. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks. That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. Yes, but never for long, and it's been many years. I also have no recollection of any hidden room, so we may have some hunting to do. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend. I shall make certain no other puppets of the console yet seek us.
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased we prevented their murder. But they remain my enemies, peddling a false peace. Furthermore, your choice to spare De Vries caught me off guard. Did she not harm you? Kill your compatriots? Can we be certain she shall not visit more harm yet? I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand, saving Arcadia from the rifts.
treatment for bodily trauma soon. This unit has been programmed to protect all teammates.
Word on the street is you're all fired, goal-oriented.
Spatial anomaly detected. Physical engagement is not recommended at this time. Confronting threat. This is concerned for the commander's well-being.
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon Den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the...
Engaging combat emergency protocol. Samples acquired. This quantity should be enough to produce the antidote.
My most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our field work progressing? Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Lucky me. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom. Haha. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Always fortuitous to have ready access to a key chemical agent nearby. This might work out yet. Auntie may ignore our recent setbacks if I deliver an easy-to-market product. Just imagine the ad slogans. Air, now with extra fractiousness. Though, I suppose it only works on other Auntie's Choice employees, not our preservative-free rivals. Oh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now we must formulate an antidote. If we're able to save my remaining subordinates, they can help us rush this product to market. Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried, but... there. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device, and it will beget a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please. I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Really? Well, who knew I was working with such a professional? Now place the antidote into the slot. Once I insert it into the air filter, well, genius like you can figure it out. When backup arrives and releases me, I'll run a tally of all here who survived. Not to boast, but I'd say this wildly dangerous experimental agent was quite effective. You can be sure that management and I will see it's put to good use. I may even get a promotion off this. Not budging? Oh, all right. I suppose I'd be willing to throw in a little extra as a merit bonus for your superlative performance. Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Omid Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's choice. Be seeing you. The biological samples within the remains outside are no doubt deteriorating rapidly. I may have to repeat this experiment somewhere else.
This unit is obligated to perform a weekly check-in on all crew members. How are you feeling, Arbiter Rao?
Mentally and emotionally stable, though that should come as no surprise. I shall note some slight physical discomfort. There's presently a rock in both of my boots, which I find the barest bit distracting. Also, due to a miscalculation when preparing for this outing, I note some slight chafing in my... Wait a moment. This is all confidential, yes?
Of course. All information shared with a Valerie unit is covered under patient confidentiality. Disclaimer. Patient confidentiality subject to exceptions.
Let the record state that I'm physically fine and experiencing no discomfort of any sort. Thank you.
Alert. Alert. Danger ahead.
My hammer is ready, machine. Whatever we face, it shall not stand long.
False alarm. This was a test of your Valerie unit's warning systems. All systems appear to be functioning optimally.
Ah. Then there is nothing at hand? It's unbecoming to dash a body's hope so.
Always remain vigilant. In the event of danger,
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. In cases, these security measures should not be operational. The station seems to be on reserve power. We best tread carefully. Let us proceed with due haste. is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops, lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else, maybe. My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Good effort lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room. Reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts. Let us proceed with due haste. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place. The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
Detected.
Be wary for anything that may be a clue to the hidden room location. Keep watch. It could be rather small and well hidden. Ah, I think I've spotted it. Look there at the valve beside the sickly yellow pipe. There behind the room's main pillar. There. I'm certain of movement.
Passcode is limber. No. Let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it.
Believe me, I need no encouragement. Luther Okada, you stand accused of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign, of espionage, of informational theft. For these crimes, I find you guilty of all counts. Prepare for absolution.
If I must die, I will die fighting on my feet.
Readying assault protocol.
That's at an end, it would seem. Let us see what remains on the terminal he was so interested in. The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal, I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years. Our work at the refugee camp did not slake your investigative hunger? I doubt you'll be able to surmise it exactly, but come even close, and I shall be impressed. For myself, the Supreme Arbiter, and Virgil especially, if judgment is the Arbiter's gavel, what is the Arbiter's scalpel? Ah, you've got the spirit exactly, if not the word itself. Very nice. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's scalpel is analysis. Try entering that. From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not believe she would have met with the Consul unless she had no other choice. And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. What could Sub Rosa want with one of our abandoned stations? How could they have known there was anything of note here? Seems this is a question worth continuing to pursue. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central Control is less tumultuous. I wish I could take more solace in Okada's death. Alas. Worry? My only worry is that still other vermin plague Arcadia and the Protectorate, bent on tearing it apart from without or within. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme Arbiter's true killer. And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the Incognito and plan out our next steps.
Arbiter Rao, you have been observed exhibiting unconventional behavior on board the Incognito.
I told you, the lubricant you found was for my armor. If I do not regularly lubricate the joints, I cannot move effectively. It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared. No. The Sentinel worked on the Consul's behalf. I do note that the agent was an odd wrinkle. But that still does not fly in the face of what I believe. Potentially. In the past, the locale was shared equally between us Arbiters and the Consul's Sentinels. However, considering the traitors crawling throughout the rest of Arcadia, I fear what duplicity the Consul may have wrought at Central Control. Excellent. I look forward to it. Let us make our way to Central Control forthwith. How thorough is your medical programming, Valerie? What is the extent of your capabilities?
This unit is programmed to treat minor to life-threatening injuries. However, more serious care would not be administered to you, Arbiter Rao, except in unlikely circumstances.
Under what circumstances?
If you accidentally fell and impaled yourself on this unit's needles, treatment...
You're back. Do you require additional supplies for further jobs and adventuring? Incredible.